I could stand here and give you all the tips in the world. Use hashtags strategically, go live once a week, incorporate more video, write engaging captions, use calls to action, create irresistibly swipeable carousel posts. I could have said all of those tips, and there are loads of tips I could share, but honestly, I just wanted to give you 3 things to do. When people say to me, Bella, if you could just give me 2 or 3 pieces of advice to grow quickly and organically on Instagram, what would be like your key pieces of advice? Forget all the 15 ways to do this, the 25 tips to do that. Just give me the fundamentals. That's what I'm doing in this week's video. I'm stripping it back, I'm cutting the fluff, and I'm just giving you 3 things to do if you want to grow organically on Instagram fast. Forget everything else, just focus on these 3 things. So let's get straight into it, shall we? Number 1. Post consistently. There is no denying that posting more frequently on Instagram will likely, very, very likely, help you grow more quickly on Instagram. I'm willing to bet some money that if you were able to post 5 or 6 times a week, every single week for the next year, and you compare that to posting 2 or 3 times a week, every week for the next year, I'm willing to bet that you would grow quite a lot more quickly with the first type of posting cadence than with the second. However, posting this much on Instagram is really, really difficult for most humans and most business owners, because unless you have a really strong team around you who are helping you to do other things in your business, and unless you're really, really good with forward planning your content, what likely and what often happens is that a business owner will go in thinking, I'm going to post that much a week. They do so for 5, 6, 7, maybe even 11 or 12 weeks, and then suddenly they hit a wall. They're burnt out, they're exhausted with trying to keep up with the hamster wheel of content creation and ideation. They burn out and they have to take a big break. What is much, much better and what will guarantee much longer term growth is using a posting schedule that you can be consistent with in a realistic way. So posting to the grid 3 or 4 times a week and maintaining that over a long period of time. Now, what's really important to caveat here is that just posting photos is unlikely to get you the growth you want. But if you post 3 reels, let's say, every single week for the foreseeable future, and they are good, high quality reels, I have no doubt that you will grow quickly, organically on Instagram. And that brings me to point number 2, create and share reels. Yes, I am talking about reels because Instagram is still putting huge emphasis behind their shiny new feature, their shiny new addition to the platform. And that means that it is still a very level playing field. Everybody has the chance to experience great reach, engagement, and views when they share Instagram reels. Of course they have to be high quality. Of course they should be short and snappy and have a transition early on. And once you get into the swing of creating engaging reels like this, and they do tick off all the elements of a great reel, if you want to know more about how to create really engaging reels, check out this video after this one. But once you get into the habit of sharing those reels, you can just share reels 3 times a week consistently, and that will grow your account. I have seen heaps of Instagram accounts, heaps of business owners do just this, change their strategy from static photos and carousels to reels, just posting reels, some of them just 2 times a week, and they have experienced fantastic organic growth and huge reach like they have never experienced before. A lot of people have been saying that Instagram Reels is a little bit like what Instagram used to be like back in 2010, 2011 when it first launched, when you could come to the platform as a complete newbie, start sharing content and experience really big growth and go quote unquote viral. That's a little bit what Reels is like today. It's giving you the chance to experience that virality, that big reach, that big engagement that just hasn't been possible until now, not in the last 10 years or so. So definitely, if you want big reach and you want big engagement and you want big growth organically, start creating Reels. And like I said, if you partner posting 3 times a week on the grid and you make those 3 posts a week Reels, that is a great combination. And my third and final tip is collaborate. So instead of thinking, right, I need to spend money to increase my reach, think about who you can partner with in a smart, strategic way so that you can leverage that other person or those other people's audiences. The reason it is so powerful to collaborate with others in your space, ideally people that are complementary to your business, so not competitors necessarily, but those people who have a similar audience to your own but aren't selling exactly the same service. So to give you an example, you are a wedding planner, complementary business owners would be wedding dress designer and wedding cake maker, for example. But doing collaborations with complementary business owners and sometimes peers in your industry as well is such a great way to get in front of audiences that already trust that other business owner, and so by proxy will have an immediate sense of trust with you as well. Because you know, when you love a brand or you love a person, an influencer, when they start talking about their friends or their families or people that they trust, you immediately have a bit of a sense of trust and likability with that person as well, because you trust the person that is talking to you. So you can host collaborative lives with one other person or two other people. You can do joint posts. You know, I know we've talked about reels and we've talked about video content a lot in this video, but if you were to create a graphic on Instagram, a standard post, you can collaborate with someone to create that, or you can tag them in that post and say this was made in collaboration with. So collaborate with people. That is the best way to leverage other people's audiences and get in front of new people and immediately have a bond with those people that you just don't get from paid advertising. So start thinking, even now, even if you're brand new to Instagram or this is a strategy that you haven't really thought about before and you still feel quite new at it, it doesn't matter. Start a Google Doc or pull out your physical planner and just start making a list of people that you can add to that you would like to collaborate with in the future. Now, with this approach, you will need to find people that are relatively similar in size to you. So if you have a following of 500 people, it probably isn't the smartest idea to pitch a collaboration with someone who has 50,000 followers, because there's an imbalance there of what they are going to get out of it and what you are going to get out of it. That doesn't mean you have to have exactly the same amount of followers as the people you collaborate with, but as long as you have some clout to bring to the collaboration, whether that is a similar audience size, obviously having the similar audiences is the first thing to do, but then having a similar audience size either on Instagram or maybe you have a big email list that you can leverage, whatever it is, make sure you have something to bring to the table. And think of those people that when the time is right, you can approach them with an idea of a collaboration and you can make it really clear why it will benefit them and their audience, as well as you and your audience. You've always got to think about what is in it for that person I want to collaborate with. You know what's in it for you. You're going to get in front of loads of new people. This is great. This is going to grow your reach organically, but you do need to make it clear and obvious what is in it for that person you want to collaborate with. And you could do loads of different types of collaborations. You could do how-to collaborations, tutorials, Q&As, live discussions. There's so many ways that you can join up with somebody and provide value to both of your audiences. Now, just before I wrap up this video, I did want to share just one additional tip, because when you start implementing the advice in this video and you do start growing organically, I want you to make sure that you have everything set up for success in the background. And the main thing I want you to have set up, ready to go, is your email list. I want you to have some way for all of these people that are starting to find you organically, starting to hit a follow on Instagram. I want you to be able to direct them somewhere so that you can get them off of Instagram and onto your email list so you can continue nurturing them and building a relationship with them somewhere that isn't just Instagram. Because God forbid if Instagram disappeared tomorrow, where would all those followers go? It would be a nightmare. So we want you to build a relationship with them via email. So if you're a service provider, create a free guide, a template, give people the option of trialing your service, your membership, your course, give them some kind of free trial for that. There's loads of examples of freebies or lead magnets that you could create that people will be willing and excited to download in exchange for their email address. And if you're a product-based business, you could offer some kind of incentive. So you could offer free shipping or a discount on their first purchase in exchange for their email address, Or you could even do something creative like Warby Parker, who has a beautiful quiz on their homepage where they walk people through how to choose their next pair of glasses based on the styles they like, their face shape, their favorite colors, and then at the end, to get the details of the quiz, to get the answers to the quiz and their recommended glasses, they need to enter their email address. So think of how you will get people onto your email list and start emailing regularly. Start getting into the habit of sending emails to your list, nurturing them, because emails are one of the best ways to convert your followers and to convert your subscribers into customers and clients. But you can't do that if you don't have an email list and if you aren't getting people onto that email list right now. So go set that up. Just do that right now. If you do nothing else, before you start worrying about organic reach on Instagram, go and do that first. That's all for this week's video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, the subscribe and bell button, and definitely check out these 2 videos after this one. This one where I walk you through how to create really great Instagram content. And since we talked about Reels in this video, check out this one after this, where I am giving you advice on how to create viral Instagram Reels. I will see you next week for a brand new video. Thank you for watching. Bye.